Okay, welcome back. This is my farm. As you can see, this is about 5 plots. This 5 plots of farmland. And what I did in this very place is that I divided this land into 2. Half of it I used it to plant. I planted yam on it. So I started doing the ridges. This is about April now. We did the ridges at the month of December. So by January we started planting, and you can see now the yam have started germinating. They have even climbed the trees. Okay, so we've done pegging. You can see most of the yams are already out. Like this very one particular, I need to put a stick for this. So, as you can see, the yams are out. It's so pleasant when a farmer plants something and is seeing it in this very form. It gives joy to a farmer. One of the benefits is that hunger is eliminated. You don't feel that there's hunger, because in the next couple of months now, we harvest this. Food for the family is there, and the rest can go for sale. So what I did in this farm is that I planted in the last 2 weeks. I planted beans. I want to use beans for weed control. Understand? You can see the beans have germinated. These are the beans. This is about 2 weeks now that I planted it. It has germinated. So the essence of this is that the beans will compete with the weeds in the farm. So before the beans will start creeping, I will remove some of the grass we have on the land, so that it will help you to creep very well. Okay. So side by side, I also planted maize. You can see maize on the land, maize on the farm, maize all around. You can see maize. This is the portion of the yam, the portion of the farm that has the yam. All this, I planted yam on all these portions. You can see. Okay. So like I said earlier, the weed control, I use beans. You can also use watermelon or melon or potato to control your weed. Okay, these are the other portions of the land. The yam is up to this very portion. This is the last portion of the place, area meant for yam. So all these are meant for yam. All these are yam. And from this very portion down is maize and cassava. Maize and cassava. So the many half, which is this very portion, as you can see, I also planted beans to fight weed. You can also see it here. Like as I said earlier, the next thing I will do now is for me to remove these very little grasses that are around. You can see all these are, the cassava is also coming out. You can see the cassavas are coming out, are germinating already. Cassavas are germinating already. So I'm so happy. I'm so grateful to God for this opportunity. So this is one of the farm that I just started this very year. So I still hope to do more. My next plan now is to start with to do a little portion of plantain. Let's say around 500 pieces. And by the grace of God, next year I will use the sucker from there to expand the 1 acre that I planning to. So I want to start with like 1 acre, but I also put cassava at the many side. So all these are yam. Okay, this is a portion of the yam. Then this remaining side, they are cassava and maize. You can see this is beans. This is also beans. Okay, so you may be educated, you may have job or not. Farm is something that God has prepared for every human being. When you do farm, you are partnering with God, because one of the aim of man is to make the world to make the world green. So with any money that you have, you can start farm. Like a plot of land in this very place, I invested 3,000 naira to acquire it. This land is on lease, and 5,000 for clearing, and the EP is around 5,000 also for one plot. So the number of plots, or if you say you want to get an acre of farm is 6 plots. So you multiply that into it. So this farm is in Ibadan. Other places can have a different price for land. You'll be lucky in some place, you may have, let's say, 7,000 naira or 10,000 naira for an acre of land. So making this video is for me to encourage everybody, youth out there. Don't say there's no job. You can do this diligently, and by the grace of God, God empower you and your hard work, you can become employer of labor. People will help you begin to pay people. So we can't leave the issue of job to the government alone. When it's time for me to harvest and all that, I get people to support me. I pay them. Okay? So I'm a youth like you. So wherever you are, start doing something now. Okay? You'll be glad you did. Start doing something now. Okay? God bless you. Please share this video, subscribe to this very channel. Tell others about what you are seeing now. Encourage others with this video. It's not too cost to start farm. Okay? So besides using the beans, as I've said earlier, or potato or watermelon or melon to control weed, you can also use weedicide. Weedicide are affordable. 1,500, 2,000 depending on location. You can use that to control weed in a plot of land. So don't let weed discourage you from starting this very year. If you don't start this very, put it at the back or the front of your mind that you need to start farm very soon.